Good evening. Good evening, members of the Barnstable Town Council. It's Mary Clemens from Hyannis. Not much has changed since I left Hyannis in May. The rancorous and cantankerous debate among factions continues. Although dissent, dialogue, and discourse are a good thing, the quality of the vitriolic and vindictive efforts among warring factions remains an impediment to progress. The grassroots advocacy group, Citizens for Open Government, has worn out its welcome in Barnstable, as well as its credibility. The current debate on the sewering issue is full of false and misleading purported facts, innuendos, and inaccurate statements. The populace is being told that the cost is anywhere between $150,000, then I saw $65,000, then I saw $35,000 to hook up townwide sewering in the Stewart's Creek locale of Precinct 13. Reality is there are a number of pressing issues affecting Precinct 13 that rival in comparison to the sewering issue. Public safety, narcotics trafficking, and associated violence plaguing this area are far more newsworthy and merit much more attention than the current debate over townwide sewering. This matter is in its rudimentary and inchoate stages, and unfortunately, it left the issue wide open to be publicized during an election year. My thoughts are that Citizens for Open Government is not only using these issues as scare tactics for homeowners in Precinct 13, but are attempting to gain attention in the media for the purposes of electing candidates. Building in a down economy can be a healthy boon to a socio-economically deprived region. Materials and labor are cheaper, and there are a lot of people looking for work. Putting people to work is a good thing. By the time the economy comes around, if it ever rebounds, people's homes will be worth more. But the nuts and bolts, I'd like to elaborate on nuts and bolts, are yet to be worked out. But there is no reason to claim that the sky is falling. My understanding is that there's no betterment policy for sewers anyway. The policy in the past only affected the building of roads, but the betterment policy in regard to sewering is yet to be established. Last spring, the Council rejected a townwide sewering effort of Wacourget. Clearly, this indicates that the endeavor is in its rudimentary stages, and there is no compelling reason to engage in a recall effort over an idea that is in its inchoate stages. There are many more pressing priorities for this area under siege, and recalling a councillor over an idea that is still in its rudimentary stages is preposterous. In regard to the charter, this same lobby group, Citizens for Open Government, accused one voter, and that's me, of voting illegally in the election. And at one time it was down to one vote. And Taryn of the Toilets, I apologize, tried to accuse me of voting illegally in Precinct 13. She also had it up over the internet that she saw me voting. There is no possible way I have an ironclad alibi. That is how low-end Citizens for Open Government is. Taryn Thoman, Taryn of the
President,
Toilets.
Mr. President.
Please, yes.
Oh, you just call
Be
it Taryn?
careful. Be
Okay.
careful.
All right,
Let's
Eric
leave
Schwab.
names out completely.
Okay, and Lopez. Actually, most citizens of Barnstable are still reeling over the confusion of the charter. The group is vulgar, obscene, ludicrous, ridiculous, and will never take responsibility for their outrageous actions. Ignore COG. Citizens for Open Government is simply not just a group of malcontents. It's a group of fools worthy of being ignored. Support your councillors, including and especially Greg Milne at this time, and hope for a better day. Thank you. Ignore it.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak at this time?